Hi, I'm Tony, and 11 years ago I left the UK to travel around the world. I spent the first 2 years traveling around Europe and down through Africa on my motorbike. Then I spent a year in Australia before heading into Southeast Asia with my bicycle. Now that the coronavirus restrictions have calmed down, I'm traveling around South America. Hi guys, welcome back to my vlogging series Bikepacking through South America. In last week's vlog, I just arrived in San Borja with the French couple. We decided to take a few rest days in town before we went our separate ways. This wasn't only to get some energy back after so many nights camping on the route through the mountains, but also my bike had a new problem, basically my front tyre. While we were heading to San Borja, I noticed a lump or like a bubble on the side wall of my tyre. This is something I had absolutely no experience with, so I posted on Facebook to ask for some advice. After reading through the comments, I spoke to Charlie. Charlie's the guy I met when I was traveling through Africa on my motorbike. He has a lot more experience with bikes than I do, and he actually owns a chain of bike shops. I was a little surprised with the solution, but I went ahead and tried it. Basically, I was advised to wrap a banknote around the inner tube where the lump in the tyre was. This actually lasted pretty well for a few days, but then the lump came back again. When I opened up the tyre, I saw that the banknote had actually just split into several pieces. So my current solution was made up of two parts. First, I cut a plastic water bottle to roughly the same size as the banknote, and to stop the plastic from damaging the inner tube, I covered it with duct tape. The second part was to put a layer of duct tape over the inside of the damaged part of the tyre. This solution is actually holding up really well, even now a couple of weeks later. While I was in San Borja, I also made like a dividing system for my handlebar bag. This is because I've been keeping my drone in there, and as I've been cycling around, it's been getting banged around a bit. The divider helps to keep everything nice and organized and protects everything inside a little bit. There's one big part of Bolivian culture that I haven't mentioned in the vlogs so far. That's the chewing of coca leaves. It's really common to see guys walking around with a huge lump of coca leaves in their cheek. In Bolivia, the coca leaves are a bit different than those available in Peru. Here they chew what they call coca machucada. The leaves are given a flavor and are softened to make them easier and more comfortable to chew. In San Borja, there's actually a street full of these coca shops. You can see the guys using hammers to soften and flatten the leaves here. The French couple left the same morning that I did, so I waved them off before I packed my bike and got ready to leave. Okay, I'm getting ready to leave San Borja. Just before I do, I'll just quickly show you this place that I've been staying in. So this is the bedroom. And okay, so now it's my turn to leave. Got the bike packed up, all ready to go. And time to hit the road. My route out of San Borja was along a backcountry road. It isn't even shown on Google Maps. The route was recommended to me by Yuri, the Swiss-Italian guy that I met when I was in a uni. He told me that this road was great, with lots of wildlife to see. So I was pretty excited to get out there. The road itself is a dirt road, but it's in pretty good condition, and the surrounding countryside was really nice. I actually ended up camping one night in the middle of this route before continuing on the next day. I arrived in a small town called Santa Elena, and I was looking for a place to stay, and somebody offered to let me stay here. So this is actually like a meeting place for when they have festivals and things in town. It's got a big fence around it, a bit of grass and a roof, so I'm just going to set my tent up here. But I just thought I'd show you what this little town is like. So there's just horses and cows just wandering around. Really nice little farming town in the middle of nowhere. Santa Elena was really nice and peaceful, but in the night it was really loud. There was a sound of frogs, birds and insects. It was really crazy. Here, have a listen. But the next morning I was ready to head off again. It was a really great day and I actually started seeing more wildlife. I saw some emu or ostrich type birds. Some capybaras. And something that's maybe a little bit more interesting. Hi guys, so after quite a long day of cycling, I've just stopped on this bridge because there's a lot of particular animals in the river here. Let's see if you can see. Even directly beneath me, look. There was one last interesting thing to do before I got to Santa Rosa, and that was to cross the river in a human-powered ferry. I'd never seen one of these in real life. I think I actually only saw one on the Lord of the Rings movie. But once I'd crossed the river, I headed into town and started to prepare for the next stretch. It's a long road, around 350 kilometers north on pretty bad roads. But that's something for next week's vlog. Thank you so much for joining me on my trip so far. Please like, share and subscribe to stay up to date with my progress as I continue to bike pack through South America.